right, good evening, parents. This is lesson number 3, and tonight we are going to start by reading a book that says, God has a plan for boys and girls. All right, everybody, are we ready?
Yeah.
Okay, eyes up here.
Everyone look at that.
Ears open, mouths closed. And I bet I'm going to read something that you already know this. Everybody is a person. We all have human bodies and human souls, human minds and human hearts. That's how God created us. We all have brains and we have a heart that we feel. Yes, Marley?
Those look like decorations that I made last time.
You did? You made some cutouts like that?
I made
All right.
some paper.
Okay, listen. I want you guys to be listening for certain things, okay? We all hope for something. Ooh. That the sun will shine, or that we catch a frog, or that it won't really snow any more than it already did for the rest of the year. Things like that.
Mommy, I like the snow.
Or that Lizzie can come along, or that we don't have any homework today. So we can hope for things. That's like you really want something. Do we understand what hope is? Yeah, like, oh, I hope I get a treat at the end of class.
Grammy.
It's something maybe that you want or that you like.
I like
Okay?
Legos.
We're
I like
all
Legos.
afraid of something.
Yes.
Hairy monsters,
I am not
or bugs, or the dark,
afraid of
or maybe you're afraid of falling down, or spelling tests. Sit down, honey. All right. How many of you are afraid of spelling tests already? How many of you have spelling tests in school?
I do, but I'm not afraid.
Oh, you're not afraid. You've been studying. You're not afraid.
of something.
Yes. What are you afraid of?
Getting in trouble.
Yes.
But like,
Does anybody want to share something
I
that
don't care
maybe
about
they're
spanking.
afraid of? Joel, sit down.
Marley.
Marley?
What I really don't like
Jaden.
is
I'm afraid of
yogurt.
scary noises.
That's
Scary noises. All right. Micah, what are you afraid of?
I'm afraid of getting spanking.
Oh. We won't repeat that one, Mom and Daddy said spankings. All right, Mason.
Grasshopper.
Grasshopper. You don't like grasshoppers? I don't like grasshoppers. I wear skirts. Crickets scare me. They get into the office where I work, and I'm like, I don't. Yeah. Crickets. Grasshoppers. I'm with you, Joel. What's something you're scared of? Monsters. Well, we're fortunate enough that there are no monsters, so we're in luck.
I'm not afraid
All
of
right.
anything.
We all like something, but be thinking. We all like something best of all.
I like Legos.
Airplanes, or hamsters, or spinning in circles,
I already have a hamster and I'm
Making-
not afraid of it.
making something. Maybe you like the color blue.
Oh, I like the color blue.
All right. All right, let me call on you. All right, Liam, what is your favorite color?
Green and red.
Green and red. Those are your favorite colors? All right, Joel, what's your favorite color?
Red.
Red. Does anybody have a different favorite color, Ella?
My dark blue.
Dark blue. You like dark blue. I know. All right, Eliana, what's your favorite color?
Purple and pink.
What kind of pink?
Light pink.
Oh, purple and pink? Okay, perfect. Put your hands down. Put your hands
I
down.
like blue.
I know you said that already. That's why I didn't call on you. You didn't raise your hand and you
And
just
I like
don't.
Legos.
Okay. Everybody is a person. We all have what? Human bodies, human souls, human minds, and human hearts. And when I say soul, there's a difference between when our soul is from where we love God and where we love people from as our soul. It's who we are. And then We have hearts, and we need hearts because those hearts keep us, our blood pumping through our body to keep us alive. We all hope for something. We're all afraid of something, and we all like something best of all. But God made girls and boys alike in some ways. Both of us play sports and win the game. How many of you, raise your hand if you play a sport? Any of you play a sport?
I used to.
Or you have? Yeah, all right, put your hands down. We both like to read books. Raise your hand if you like to read books.
Certain times.
Or ride your bikes.
I'm still learning.
Both of us, listen, both of us want to make friends and to learn math. How many of you know how to do that? Learn math. 2 plus 2 is what?
4.
4. Thank you. We both feel, okay, just a minute. We both feel sad and alone sometimes. You're being very disruptive tonight. You need to stop. Thank you. We both feel sad and alone sometimes. Definitely. Both of us can choose to give the last cookie to someone else. Oh, it's a choice that we make. We have those choices to make. When girls and boys grow up, they can both work at hospitals or schools, concert halls, state courts or banks, churches or laboratories, or at home. Boys and girls can do lots of the same things. We just don't do the things in the same way. I agree. And we don't think the same either, because I call it, in my house, oh, I'm sorry, I was talking woman language. Because men don't understand woman language most of the time. All right, everybody is a person. We all have human bodies and human souls, human minds and human hearts. We all hope for something. We're all afraid of something. We all like something best of all, and we're all different. Each person, body, soul, mind, and heart is unique. Raise your hand if you are a girl. If you're a girl.
If you're a girl.
Raise your hand if you, put your hands down. Raise your hand if you are a boy. Sister Sonia's being serious. I don't like all the joking when I ask you that, because it's very important. We're taking this very serious. Thank you, boys. Put your hands down. Even though we're boys and girls, not every girl is alike, are they, Juliana? You're very different. You're different than Iliana over there. You're very different from one another. One's sassy with us and one hides her sass for later on. All right, listen. There's only one you. Only one of you. Let me see. There's Micah. I don't see another Micah in this room. Mason? Do you see yourself anywhere else? Let me see. Mason. Oh, just that one right there. That's it. Only one Mason. Well, thank you, Jesus. There's only one Sister Sonia, too. This world ain't big enough for the two of us.
But Louis Armstrong.
Louis Armstrong. Way cool. He was an astronaut.
A singer.
Oh, Louis Armstrong was a singer. That's right. He was a jazz singer. Oh, that's terrible. Delete that part of the video. Louis Armstrong. Yes, a singer. All right. Shh. Listen. There's only one of you and only one of me. Shh. Thank you. No one's fingerprint is the same as anyone else's. Everybody, take out your finger. Look at it. Can you see your fingerprint? I can't without my glasses. But anyways, you got fingerprints on there.
I can see.
You know what? Liam, your fingerprints don't even look like your brother's, even though you're brothers and you kind of look alike a little bit. You do not have the same fingerprints. Everybody's fingerprints is different.
What if you're twins?
You just do. Well, if we stamped it and put it on a piece of paper, we could clearly see. right away that nobody's
Wait, are we
is going to
doing that?
look the same. Although some of them, it's like it takes a professional eye to tell the difference. But no fingerprints are the same.
Chloe asked, what if you're twins?
Oh, what if
Even
you're twins? Yeah, nope.
Different
Nope,
fingerprints.
tomorrow I'm gonna be 7.
Whoa, happy birthday. Everyone,
March, I'm turning
okay, thank you. Everybody is one of a kind. Right, Maverick? You're one of a kind, buddy.
Yep, definitely.
There aren't any copies, and God has a plan for each of us. Amen. And we're different. Each person, body, soul, mind, and heart, is unique. And God makes us boys and girls. Oh, let's see what happens here. I'm a boy, inside and out. My body is male. When I grow up, I'll have bigger muscles, a deeper voice, and maybe even a beard. I will be a man. Boys, that's what you got to look forward
My
to.
dad has a beard.
And when you get even older, you get to even grow hair out of your ears and your nose.
Sometimes you're bald.
Don't worry, ladies, we're not lost from that either. Sometimes you grow them on your chinny chin
My
chin.
brother is bigger.
That's not nice. Don't. That's not nice. All right, listen up. We're still, hey, focus back up here. Let's be silly and focus fast, okay? I'm a girl, inside and out. My body is female. When I grow up, I will have a soft, beautiful shape and a space for a baby to grow inside. I will be a woman. Everybody's a person. We all have human bodies and human souls and human minds and human hearts. We all hope for something. We're all afraid of something. We all like something best of all. Still, we're different. Girls can't be boys, and boys can't be girls. That's a big point we're trying to get across. If you're a girl, you better just enjoy being a girl because you're a girl for your whole life. And if you're a boy, whoa, be like, yeah, I'm a boy. Yeah, be happy about it, proud about it. But boys are not better than girls. And girls aren't better than boys. God makes girls special. It's good to be a girl. But God makes boys special too. And it's good to be a boy. Boys and girls have something to give and receive. Girls and boys have something to receive and give. God has a plan for boys and girls. All right? We might get love from our parents, but as we get older, we learn to love others. So we get and we give. So we receive and we give out. All right? We're almost done. Everybody is a person. We all have bodies, human bodies and human souls and human minds and human hearts. We all hope for something. We're all afraid of something. We all like some things best of all, but even though we're different, women aren't better than men and men aren't better than women. God makes men special. It's good to be a man. Only a man can be a husband or a dad or sometimes a pastor. God makes women special too. It's good to be a woman. Only a woman can be a wife, a mom, a sister. We're going to get into that a little bit too. Men and women have something to give and receive, and women and men have something to receive and give, and God has a plan. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, women and men have something to receive and give. God has planned for men and women. There we go. All right. Keep our hands to ourselves. Let's look at this. Oh, yes. God has a plan for each woman and each man. God has a plan for each boy and each girl. And God has a plan for you and a plan for me. All right, so what we get to do with that, as you get bigger, you start learning, you start realizing all of the wonderful things that you can do for Jesus. Amen? The first one starts with, you start off by, it's your job. You're the kid. You need to obey your parents. That's the first job you've got to do for God, is to listen to your parents. But then you realize later on as you get older that telling somebody, sharing Jesus to somebody else definitely is in the plan that God has for you. All right? Okay, so I have a couple questions.
Pop quiz.
All right. Because now I want to talk about really about how much we are different and how much we really are alike, okay? So real quick, I want you to tell me, girl or boy, only by raising your hand. Put your hands down. When I ask this is the question. I'm going to say a word, and you tell me if that makes you think of a girl or a boy, or a man or a woman, something like that. You can use whatever you want. A sister. Who can be a sister? Liam.
Girl.
Girl, thank you. Who can be a father? Raise your hand. Marley.
Daddy.
A father. So it's going to be a boy or a girl?
A boy.
A boy, thank you. All right, keep going. An aunt. Who can be an aunt? An aunt. Ella? A girl or a boy is going to be your aunt? A girl. Good job. What? Oh my word. Okay, you're going to answer this one. Juliana, a daughter. Is that a girl or a boy? A daughter. Are you mommy's daughter? You're mommy's daughter. Are you a girl or a boy, Juliana? She doesn't want to answer tonight. All right, let me see. Chloe.
A girl.
Only a girl can be a daughter.
Yep.
All right, how about a son? Shh.
Oh.
Jacob? Boy or girl? A son?
A deer.
A boy, exactly. All right.
Boy.
Let me see. Did I say them all already? An uncle. Ileana? A boy or a girl can be an uncle?
Uncle Andrew.
Shh, Uncle Andrew.
A girl.
Okay, no. An uncle. Do you have any uncles? Do you have any uncles? Okay, say his name to her. Is he a boy or a girl? He's a boy. Thank you. That's right. He's a boy. All right, I'm going to get some tricky questions here. Put your hands down. Put your hands down. Tricky question. A gardener. Does anybody know what a gardener is? A gardener. Jaden.
A boy.
I know.
All right, I'm not going to give the answer yet.
know it.
Shh, I'm not giving an answer yet. All right,
Boy.
a painter.
Painter.
Like someone who paints houses. Joel, boy or girl? A boy, okay. A chef or a cook. Marley.
Girls and boys.
I'm talking to Marley. Marley, a chef, a cook,
A boy.
a boy. A bus driver. This one's gonna, okay, a bus driver. All right, Micah, boy or girl, a bus driver. A boy is a bus driver?
These are boys.
Okay. All right, construction worker.
I'll say boy.
Chloe?
Both.
Both? A construction worker? Okay. An artist?
Anyone.
Okay. Lewis, excuse me.
Both.
Both.
I think it's our next.
How about a mail, this is a tricky word, mail carrier, because I'll be giving it away if I say anything. Someone who brings the mail to your house. Go ahead, Mason. Boy or girl?
Boy.
Boy. Okay.
Both.
Firefighter.
Me. Both.
Me.
Hey. Okay, Jaden.
I'm a firefighter.
Stop. You're not raising your hand, and you're just blurting out the answer. So please don't do that. Raise your hand, and I can call on you. All right. Who hasn't answered yet? Gabe, firefighter.
Boy and a girl.
A boy and a girl. All right, we're going to stop right there because you know what? The answer to all of those is boy or girl. That's right, both. There's nothing that stops you from doing those kind of jobs or having those kinds of what we call talents. So I took a few pictures together here where we can see. Now, I am going to tell you right now, right here, some of these pictures, the girls aren't wearing skirts. So I am just going to tell all of you, young ladies right now, hey, there is a skirt for the job. You hear me? There's a skirt for the job. And if there's just no way you can wear a skirt for the job, you probably better have a little chat with Jesus. Make sure it's the right thing for you, all right? Because there's all kinds of things that we can do. Do you know that Sister Sonia has been a painter? I was a painter. Now, I don't mean an artist because I am not an artist. But I have been a painter. In houses, outside of houses, an interior, exterior painter. And I did it in a skirt. Now, for the most part, I had to wear something underneath. Okay? I would just wear leggings under my skirt. But I was a painter. Yep. All right? So we can see here that you can still be girls. Girls can be chefs. Or boys can be chefs. Oh my. All right, let's just clear the air, no pun intended. Boys and girls can pass gas. And they don't smell any better. All right. Shh. What do you think about a What do you think about a doctor? Shh. What do you think about a doctor? Are there any boys in this room that would like to be a doctor when they grow up? How about a boy being a nurse? I know that Liam and Lewis's mom is going to school she's a nurse, right? I just know things. I'm smart. So, but do you know that boys can do that? Hey, quiet. Micah. Do you know that when you get bigger, you could be a nurse, Liam? And Lewis, you could be a nurse. Maybe you can't be a doctor. Maybe it's just not something you're going to be able to do, but you could be a nurse. It doesn't matter. That doesn't mean that girls aren't the only nurses, and we see it more and more in the medical field. It used to be. If it was like there was no room for men to be a nurse. Either it was like you were a doctor or you were nothing, or you worked with the ambulance service. But as years progress, you see more and more men deciding that, yeah, they definitely are very good. Do you know why? Let's start off with this. Why would we, maybe the first, let me start over. Rewind. Why were there more girl nurses than boys? Aaliyah, do you know, hon? Why do you think that it started off as girls being a nurse? Like most of the time, like my generation, when you thought of a nurse, you did not think of a boy. You thought of a woman. And why? Do you know why? Josiah.
They never thought a woman could be a doctor. Or be
Okay.
No.
Okay, but there were women doctors back then, but yes, okay, that is one. Women were way more limited years and years ago, which actually was way before my time, because women have been at the top of the food chain for a long time in my book. Okay, women have had big jobs, careers for a long time now. What would be though, let's think back to Adam and Eve. What was one of Eve's jobs? I need to know. To what?
People.
To help. She was Adam's helper. And she was the caregiver to their children. And I think it just was a more natural thing for women to do, where they were the ones who brought comfort. If you've got a boo-boo and mommy and daddy are home, maybe this is I'm going to get totally thrown off by all of your answers. But if mom and dad are both home and you hurt yourself, who are you going to go see first? No, mommy and daddy. The answer was Jesus, but no. We should go to Jesus. All right, go to the doctors. No, you just got a boo-boo on your finger. Who are you going to see, mom or dad? Liam? Mom and dad are home. Shh. Mom and dad are home. Are you going to go see mommy or daddy if you need a kiss and a Band-Aid for your boo-boo?
Yeah.
You going to go see your mom, Jacob? Hey, stop. All right. Marley, who you going to see? You got a boo-boo on your finger. You're going to need a Band-Aid and a kiss to make it better. Who you going to see? You're going to go see Daddy? Daddy's going to give you a kiss on your finger and a Band-Aid? Oh, okay. All right. Chloe,
Mom.
going to Mom.
Mom. Well, maybe Daddy and Mom doesn't. Mom wouldn't. Never mind. Dad. Mom. This one, Mom.
All right.
Might not care.
All right. You know what? I was kind of like that. I definitely would have went to my mom. How about you, Sister Danielle? Do you think Mom? Like, would Dad even know where the Band-Aids were?
No.
That would be too busy.
Nope.
All right, put your hands down. Put your hands down. I am happy to say, I am happy to know this. I think dads are way more involved than they used to be years ago. Mostly because the wives go to work now and they don't just stay home and take care of the kids in the house. So dads have to step it up, and that's amazing. That's awesome. All right, so here we are. We can do all kinds of things the same. Is that correct? Do you know that you can train and be a police officer? Girl or boy can be a police officer. It's true. Girls and boys can do construction. All right? Let's see some other things that we can do. How many of you have seen Sister Tammy playing the drums? Maybe not, because you guys come down to kids' church. But do you know that Sister Tammy is the one who plays the drums? She's the first girl that we've ever had playing the drums. We might have had somebody come and do it before, but not anybody in our church who plays the drums. All right? Boys can play flutes and guitars, and it doesn't matter what the instrument is. Boys and girls can play instruments. What about sports?
Boys and girls.
Boys and girls can play sports, right? How many of you like basketball? Raise your hand. How many of you like soccer? All right. There's boys and girls soccer teams, hockey teams now, all of that stuff.
Grammy,
What?
Zoe do soccer.
Yes, she did.
Nice.
Yes.
Awesome.
All right. Do you know that boys can learn how to knit? I knew a young man who his mother was in a wheelchair. She couldn't just play with her kids like other moms can. She was stuck in a wheelchair and she was very sick. But there was something that she could do. She could crochet and knit. And she only had 3 boys, no girls. And she taught her boys how to crochet and knit. Does that make her boys any less of a boy because they know how to knit a blanket?
No.
Most of, if you always say, "Oh, Grammy's gonna knit me a blanket," you don't hear too many people say, "Yeah, Grandpa is gonna be knitting me a blanket."
A blanket?
Why does that seem so strange?
That's not anything.
I think it's pretty cool when we learn to do things that the opposite sex or the opposite gender, if we're girls and we learn how to do something that more boys learn to do, or the opposite, boys learn some of the girl things that we do. I think it's pretty awesome. This girl's got a hammer in her hand. How many of you think that when you're bigger, you'd like to build something? Maybe you're going to want to help build your kids a playhouse. There's somebody, Mason, your grandmother, she's like built decks. Grammy, what do we call her? Mammy. Mammy has built a deck. So we just know that girls and boys can do so many of the same things. All right. But on the other side of it, what?
Could maybe like a girl be farming, like help the boy, like do more of the boy job, like if they're farming, do more of the boy job, like.
Well, you can learn how to drive tractors.
And do like help with animals and stuff.
Absolutely. There's lots of women. And that's, again, when we think about Adam and Eve, they had to take care of gardens. They had to take care of animals. And Eve did her part. Absolutely. Absolutely, Chloe.
My dad built a 4-wheeler house.
Whoa, cool. He built a shed for your 4-wheeler?
Yep.
That's awesome.
My
Cool.
dad can build a playhouse and a swing set.
Oh, a swing set. Yes, exactly.
My Pepe
So listen to this. While God made each person to represent, because remember, we are made in God's image, aren't we? We're made to look or be like God. Like everything about him, he wanted to send it down. But guess what? It took a boy and it took a girl to complete God's image. That's kind of hard to explain. Marley?
I thought we were going to color because Sister Danielle.
We are going to color. We're going to color. Yes, absolutely. But what's so important is, yes, but listen, we are created in God's image, boys and girls.
What's that?
And we're complete. We are complete because we are boys and girls. And guess what? Guess what, Gabe? Maybe something that you're good at, right? Maybe someday.
Push those nails right through the door.
Whoa, okay.
I like that.
Really? Okay, well, someday when you get bigger, maybe you'll have a wife and she's going to help you like that. Maybe you'll be handing her the nails and she'll be hammering it in. He does not want a wife, not right now. Keep that thought. All right. Shh. Listen, but to understand how God is, it took him, Gabe, now stop. But to really understand who God is, it took him creating a boy who might be strong and fearless, but yet a woman who is understanding and gentle. So it's important for us to realize that all of it together is so important to God, that we are caring people because he created us that way, because he's a caring God. He's a loving God, but he's a very strong, powerful God too, isn't he? Amen. All right, what do we got for time here? Do we know what time? All right, so we're gonna close this for now. Thank you, everybody.